Good morning, hello, and welcome to some more Path of Exile. Let's get cracking. So yes, I don't know if I'm going to video the entire campaign progress as of this morning. Campaign? We're way past that. Way past that. We're in maps. The entirety of map progress, because it's going to be a lot of similar footage. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go for this session, and then we might cut. Yes, we might cut to later in maps, perhaps, or as we start getting towards later parts of the game. I mean, it's hard to say. Hard to say. I'm also slightly under the weather, so that affects things slightly. It is easier just to play, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, God, fine. Let's pick up Kirak's Vault. So yes, you may not be aware, or you may be aware, they released this tiers of free stuff that you get for map progress to entice you to want to go, oh, I want to open these boxes. Oh, I could pay money. You know, and I don't object to paying GGG money. I've done it quite a lot. But, are we running Awakened PoE trade? No, we're not. Let's start doing it. Yep, okay, good. Does that mean we can hit hideout? Yes. Good. But, you know, that's fine. So you get a couple of free bits as you progress, which is sort of, I don't know, I'm not sure I feel great about. You know, these are in-game rewards for experiencing advertising. I mean, there's been a few things like that lately, but generally GGG is still very good. So, what's this? Forkin River. I've done it, mate. I've done it. Okay, we're getting a bit skinny on maps. We could start promoting some. We got some. We got one tier, two tier twos we haven't done. Okay, let's start promoting some maps. So, once you have sufficient, you can do the old 3-to-1 trick. Each one of these has a unique serial number, and every map in the game, every item does, has a unique number because the game stores them in a database. So, if you munge those numbers together and do some maths, you can use that to make a random number, which is used to select a map from the next tier up. Effectively, with this many maps, I should be able to make any combination of maps from the next tier, because there are sufficient combinations. So, for example, there we have fields, which we will accept.
Keep your eyes sharp. Blessings.
Like a spot of fields.
How
many other tier 2s are there? Infested Valley.
Salah.
We've got some odds of getting Infested Valley. It's off. Not great odds. Oh yeah, straight away. Cool.
Keep your eyes sharp.
So from excess maps to precisely the maps we want. Let's do fields in Infested Valley then.
I'm not up to that.
Still white maps, so still blue. Where is our first, if I look at the Pantheon, Mervale the Returned. Oh, that's in a unique map, isn't it? Yeah, we can't see yet. Okay. What about Shop Guy? Oh, Stalker of the Endless Dunes. Is not in Dunes? No, that'd be too easy. Yeah, we got no little magic icons here anyway, so they're going to be way later. Fine. Fine, fine. Fields me. Let's go down a hole. Loading, please wait. KK. Oh.
I'm not up to that.
Come on. Click it when I click it.
My mana is gone.
Anchor. Bramblejack. And Gore. Rend. Fist. Breaker. Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Leveling item. Leveling item. Sure. Heist. Nice. Very nice. Remember, something fist? Last resort. Something fist is the name of the item type. Seriously, how many lives do you have, asshole? Yeah, good enough. No use to us. Not worth any money. Okay, not really.
Hello. Be careful.
Okay, clear tier 1, clear tier 2, tier 3, 5 openings, 9 maps.
Hello.
Unlucky. Strand! Strand! Oh yes, this was that ton of laboratory mops I got, maps, mops? Mops, yes, we run mops. Laboratory maps I got from that one dude in the, Dark Forest of... The Evil Forest of Evil. This is a long shot, and it didn't work. Let's run Strand, because Strand is great. Fuck are we going? There. Yes. Oh yeah, we might be going via Harbs. Okay, cool. Coffee. Oh, it's good to be back in Strand. You don't care about those.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I missed you, Strand. Many, many hours. It's just such a shame that Beach is neither next to Strand in this atlas or on this atlas. Because lastly, hopping between Beach and Strand was quite joyous. Jesus Christ. Come on, pal. Whole ass. Oh, good. Well, yes. I'll pick up the orbs of augmentation because there's no other frickin' loot. I think this map must have some sort of LE res. Well, well. I am running it blind. I think they've got LE res or ailment avoidance or both. Spell suppression. Probably all of those things. Oh, hey, dudes. Yeah. Need to fix the loot filter, get good bows on. Okay, pal. Well, he was very empowered. Aram Vorax and something else. It's very pretty, this juice, but it doesn't half slow progress. You guys are juiced, this could hurt. Also, man. Yeah. The light's nice. Ooh. We just lucked out, applied an Eldritch Essence to our gloves, and got lightning exposure on hit. Fantastic. Oh, we got another one. Let's Eldritch the boots. Where's it gone? Ember? Flesh offering. Yeah, not so much. So now we've got lightning exposure on hit and penetration. Sweet. And resistances may be inverted. So that may start working against us some of the time, but yeah, probably not. Not at this stage, I would guess. Is that Emperor? Yeah, it is. Thought so. And that's Prism. Prism. No, it's High on Fury. Oh, well. Waste of time. Put whatever. Gold. Oh no, it's not gold. It's Topaz. KK. What? Lightning res, lightning damage. Creates shocked ground. Curse with a random curse on hit, ignoring curse limit. When was that added? Oh, it was buffed in a couple of leagues ago. Interesting. And it had its mods buffed. Oh, that's actually quite neat. But we're not smart enough to use that. DPS 413. I'm not seeing any DPS though. To guess means it's not much to speak of.
Blessings.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Hello. Warm nights.
Right. Bows. No. Okay, so top crit, top. I think it's just Spine or Ivory we want for crit. I seem to recall. Whoop, whoop. Spine bows. Yeah. Okay, it's got a point. I mean, it is lower damage. I was kind of thinking that wouldn't matter. I'm used to playing EA Ballista, where you don't care about various bow attributes. But yeah. Okay, well that's easier. Let's just go for spine bow then. And I'm going to tier 3 you. On the basis that that's disabled. KK. Oh. She. Quivers. Broadhead feathered. You reckon? So tier 1. In other words, prod speed, attack speed. Otherwise, we're talking percent EDA, which is going to get worse over time. Fizz flat, which, given we're elemental DPS, yeah, it makes sense to dump that for now. I guess if we end up switching to tornado shot eventually, maybe. I seem to. We're not going to get this far, but I seem to recall that the really top end tornado shot is Fizz with cold conversion. At which point that might matter, maybe, but probably go for prod speed. Okay, you're tier 3. We'll take either of you. Save. Might take a few minutes. Yep, that's fair. Deal with that next back.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Ancient city, please. Why not? Huntress.
Greetings.
Greetings.
How goes it?
Quite tolerant of yes around the fire, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, I do want to switch to... I really would love Hawk. Maybe I have to play a Barbarian at some stage and go Hawking. Just for old time's sake. Strength of the bear. Hound of the wolf. 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 Yeah, endgame, we will.
My mana is gone.
Goodness gracious. Well, we did ask for it. 2k life. I mean, double our life, and it's kind of okay. Oh, June's here. Oh, that doesn't bode well. Yep, there we go. I really thought Ashling would give us more of a problem. I don't know if it's good at this point to do a brief explanation of Syndicate. It pretty much goes, do whatever you like. It depends what enchants you need for your build. So some enchants, for example, if you wanted mana cost, mana cost of skills. Okay, this is not going to be helpful. There we go. If you wanted mana cost of skills as an enchant, I mean, okay, so you can run Syndicate to balls. Let's just back off.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, we can't if we want to see the board. Balls.
Look, I know what you're really.
Yeah, so you can run Syndicate.
Look, I know what you're.
Okay, she's going to give a speech. Fine.
You're not
You can run Syndicate in order to repeatedly kill these guys, gain intelligence, like this, which increases this bar, which allows you to, once that bar is full for a certain section here, one of these big four, you can then run a mission to go to the safe house, and then that safe house, once you've gathered enough intelligence from there by killing off the leader of that, will build intelligence about the mastermind, and then you can run the big boss fight, which gives you access to a load of stuff. These are split into several sections, so transportation, fortification, intervention, and research. These are just based on the different things that can happen in the map when you're running Syndicate. So transportation, they might show up with a train in your map. Fortification, they might build a fort. Research, they might have an underground bunker. Intervention, they show up as Aisling just did there and try and kill you. That's just what they do. People belong to different sections. So Karel is currently in transportation. Leo is in fortification. Aisling is probably going to be in intervention, and that's randomly decided. These are just random positions. You can move these people around, but it's slightly difficult. If you want to do this for loot, each of these actually do different things based on which of these departments they're in. So Karel, for example, is smuggling essences if he's in transportation. Leo is banking currency, so he's doing something with currency in fortification. Arku hasn't decided yet, and Aisling is stealing torment scarabs. What that means is, if you get to the safe house, or which has that person in it, you may get to go and raid their room, and in their room is a chest, and the chest or bench will give you access to whatever they're doing. Some of them give you craft, some of them give you items. If you get to the mastermind, you actually get all the top-end crafts of the top few people in each department right at the end. Probably seen that in videos, etc., or done it, in which case this explanation is pointless. So you can do it for that. Mostly people don't do that, with the exception of a couple of things, like Aisling, if she's in research. I don't know if I actually have my cheat sheet here. Yeah, there we go. Can I pin that? Let's go move. This is part of Awakened PoE Trade. It just comes with cheat sheets. So yeah, if you look at this, you can see on the far left, left column, third row from the bottom, if Aisling is in research, she gives you the effect of a veiled chaos orb, but it's better. So some people will want to position her in research to take advantage of that craft. In fact, that's actually worth money in the end game, because people trade an open instance with Aisling in it as a service on the TFT Discord. Some people, obviously, if it's just scarabs, you might just pick them up, you know. So that's fine. So you can do that, and if obviously you get to the mastermind and she's in research, well, you're going to get it again. So you run the safe house, you get one. You go to the end, you get one. Nice. The other thing people run this for is Devouring Diadem, and that's a drop from the end boss. And there's a flask you can drop as well. Diadem is just a nice item for mana reservation. And it gives you Eldritch Battery, which moves your energy shield over to your mana. So, yeah, people run that. But the main thing that I tend to run this for, unless I'm running a build which wants Diadem, in which case I don't care what's going on here, I just want to do anything and get to the mastermind for a Diadem drop, if Diadem's expensive in trade. But the main thing I'm usually doing here is trying to get enchants, and certain enchants come from unveils, which we've been doing earlier in this series, and these unveils, certain of them can only come from certain people. Like if I want reduced mana cost of skills, which is very common in builds, only Elbrion can give me that. So I would need to find Elrion. So run into him at some point, and then hope to repeatedly do his content till you get it. And if you want a particular enchant, you want him to drop items. So you need to find Elrion, kill him, click something that's likely to make him drop stuff, and then we get the item. Well, we get an item, and there's about a 1 in 10 or something chance of him actually giving you his specialist enchant over just any random series. So it's not guaranteed. You might have to repeatedly Elrion. And then Leo here, for example, well, we've got Aisling here. So if we wanted chaos damage and fizz, that's what she can give us. And Leo, general damage increase. Yeah, there's something to do with summoning Spectral Wolf, which I was using on a very bizarre build previously. Wolf. Spectral Wolf on kill. Jorgin. Yeah, there we go. And some of them can only show up on certain item types. So Spectral Wolf on kill can only show up on amulets dropped by Jorgin. So it's pretty rare. So yeah, you might just want to cycle through Syndicate quickly. Now sometimes you want to move people around, either to get their special effect. Say you want Aisling in research, and because you want her to give you the ability to avail chaos, effectively, to modify an item. So you probably, in that case, you don't want her in intervention. So you might want to move her out of intervention. If you want to move somebody out of something, you interrogate them. That pulls them out. They get interrogated for several turns. You gain intelligence, and they come back somewhere random. You can't determine where they come back, but you can move them out and reshuffle them slightly. If you're very unlucky, you end up with somebody you want as the leader of one of these areas. Because the leader doesn't often show up on missions, they only show up in the safe house, which is really irritating. Sometimes you can manipulate them by getting everybody else out of their department, and then maybe they'll show up instead, but they'll probably co-op some more people in, or you'll have removed so many from the department it's likely they'll end up back there next time because you'll run out of places for them to go. Yeah, but it gets kind of tedious. But you can go to if they're the leader and you get to their safe house and interrogate them, I believe the same thing happens. You kick them out, and then they'll be reshuffled elsewhere and hopefully not be in charge. So, yeah, there's some tedious fiddling around you have to do with this. But most of the time, I just run them when they come up. You can take things on the passive tree to just increase, on the Atlas passive tree, to increase the amount of June missions, etc. And there's some more Syndicate stuff up here. There are a couple of really nice ones. There's extra rank there, which is really nice. But then there's an even better one up here, I think. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Safe House Intelligence on map completion. That's just great if you want to run a lot of top-end stuff. So yeah, you can do those things. And you can get more items. Okay, yeah, you can force the leader in more often. I was just talking about that. The leaders may drop an additional veiled item. Kind of nice. More items when bargained. So often I go for bargain. Bargain does tend to give you more loot. It's bargain, execute, and actually bargain and execute do pretty much the same in my view. Interrogate, not betray, I think, or release, which does nothing. So yeah, mostly I find you can kind of get by just clicking a random button. You know, yeah. But if you start to sort of think, oh yeah, I really want Aisling elsewhere, so we could move her, for example. We can move her out. So she's dropped some loot, and now she's going to get reassigned somewhere, and we hope someone else ends up in intervention.
You're sorely mistaken.
And Aisling has dropped... okay, so the blue one's on the filter there. That is a special item. That's Aisling's Veil. So that has a chance to be chaos damage. So let's see.
Blessings.
Yep, there it is. That's her special mod. So you see how it works, hopefully. And these are nice mods, but that's her special, so we'll take it just in case we don't see her again. And that's an ordinary one that's just veiled. Yeah, sure, whatever. Don't care about that now. Don't really care about that. It's not bad though. Yeah. Right. This may hurt. Yeah, so that was an unnecessary way to run research. The way I normally run research is you just run to the end room. You run here. They will teleport in. Ignore everyone else. Everyone else is busy burning down the research lab so you don't find anything.
I'm afraid the only option here for me is execution.
Sure.
Bye-bye. Hate myself.
Gruesome.
Helix item.
That was vivid. I see you're not one to bluff. Well,
Okay, so now
I'm not one to gamble.
they have these sort of
Okay,
bargaining
that's a
options.
lie. I love gambling, but
And this can be
not
good
with
or
my
bad
life.
for you, because
So,
you may
go on.
want
What are you after?
you may want Janus to be in fortification or where he is in research. You know. So yeah. If we cared, we could look at the cheat sheet. Janus fortification, Guff in research. Or Janus, I believe. Janus fortification, currency shards. Meh. Guff in research. Craft and null, exalt, spam. Oh yeah. I don't really care what happens there.
I'm going to kill you, Giannis. Just not yet.
Unless you need a specific
I'm
enchant,
not up to that just yet.
just click random buttons. Generally works with that. And equally, if you need a specific enchant, yeah, so say it's Ashling's Veil, as one of them was. Yeah, Helix Veil. You can actually do a trade search for items with Helix Veil, so in this state, with the sort of runes displayed, and just buy them, because people will sell them to you. Just saves messing about. Vicious.
My mana is gone.
Okay, clearing this map is going to take a while. Yeah, it's a breach. Boss. Loot builder hasn't kicked in. What the hell? Didn't do much. Creature's kind of rubbish. Unless you power it up. But since they nerfed it, it's just not that great anymore. It's fun. And it does yield to profit. But you don't exactly get showered with drops. But it's fun. Only reason I'm clearing this ish is for the chance at map drops.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Close enough. Yep.
Hello.
Evasion is regenerated while focused. No, I can't be bothered with that. Focused is a mechanic whereby you get an extra button to press called focus. And then various things can happen if you got the mods. I generally can't be bothered. Don't think this is going to help us anyway.
Exile.
Slightly curious if that ring's worth any money. Life. First damage, chaos damage. Ellie res. Yeah, I thought it might be. Thought it might be. So there's a little bit of trade coming in. So that item, Awaken PoE trade is great. It's just you sort of control D over the item, and then it says, okay, what attributes do you care about? And you can say, okay, yeah. It usually picks like at life and any res and so forth. We can say, yeah, fizz and chaos damage. And you can open the trade site. So let's say we didn't want the fizz damage, because there are chaos builds. So there are people saying that's some amount of chaos. I think you could easily sell that for 10C and potentially make a sale. Somebody thinks that's worth 40C, but it hasn't sold. I think that's probably an easy 10 chaos ring. And it's actually not bad. But our ring isn't bad either, and it's better for us. Let's make a trade window. So I usually like to have a small one for individually priced items. I'm going to set that at 12C. And I mean, that's quite nice as well. It's quite nice for us, actually. Cast speed, ES we can't use. lightning res, strength and int. Are we blocked on leveling anger? We are. That's giving us life on hit, but we already have leech. But then life on hit is really nice. We could stick a prefix on that. Get some more damage to attacks, maybe?
I'm not
Cool wind.
Would be kind of cool. Can we not? 2 prefix, 3 suffix. Is the bench having a moment? Yes, it is. Okay. So we've only got the shit one. Cold damage, but we got lightning damage. Or life. Life is kind of good. Yeah, it's good. Ooh, nice. Max roll. Yeah, so this item is listed for trade now, so if someone wants to buy it, they will they will message us. We will invite them to the party, which we can do via right-clicking them in chat or via chat commands, but I've set to Control-I to invite the last person who whispered. And then we trade with them and then we leave the party. But we're not there yet. I think that's usable. It's certainly not bad. Does that mean we can level up anger? Our anger is still... anger is still leveling. Yeah, we just can't use it. So if we wanted to use anger, we'd need that. What DPS is that adding? I don't think this tells me the DPS of... No, it doesn't. Okay. Well... Call it... 12 to... No. 15... 20 odd. That's also 20 odd, but it's fire. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's just wear it. I don't think we care.
Salah.
Thanks a lot.
Warm nights.
Cool winds. Okay. Increase monster damage? Oh, sure. Why not? Okay. Which way did we decide to go? Oh yeah, we go down, don't we? Okay, let's go and get higher map chance. Because we want that. Oh, we got skill points. Oh man. Well, we were doing crit, weren't we? With crit versus unique. It's very damage heavy, but... Or we could take reduced damage from crit. Or crit chance against full life. It's only going to give us 1 crit. Yeah. That's just more damage versus unique, which
I'm not up to that just yet.
I'm guessing he's done that for bosses. Because he was using this for a sort of boss rush build, which we're not particularly, but you know. Oh god. I don't actually want to juice this. I don't like this map.
My mana is gone.
Yep, we got our grace on. Okay, good. Oh, hello, Cass. See, the issue I take with it is these long lines, which are actually great for our current build, because our focus is projectile speed and shooting lots of bullets. But you do tend to get sort of off-screen one-shot. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's try and do a blight.
What do we have here? Yet another of Oriel's cast-offs. With the problems we're facing here, I do wish they'd send someone with a little more utility. Alas, we have useless exiles blowing in like spores on the wind. Cassia, by the by. Pleasure. See this growth? Not on me, the fruiting body. The big mushroom? Strange, is it not? Wouldn't expect something of this scale in a place like this. Stands out like a sin during a sermon. Unfortunately, this is one of many, and they're all filled with an extremely toxic fluid. Quite dangerous to one's health, and no one is paying any attention. No one but I, of course. That's why I've attached this purification pump to the gleba. The spore mass. The big yellow round part. I plan to pump the toxic fluids from the mycelium, the rooty-looking parts, through the spore mass, robbing this growth of the fluids that allow it to thrive. Even if I can't find a use for it, at least it won't get into dangerous or clumsy hands. In response, the mycelium is going to react violently. This is where you enter. My Mother Superior used to tell us that God helps those who help each other. Well, I'm dubious of the sort of help you might provide, as it has not escaped me that you are, for lack of a better term, drenched in viscera. Even so, I have some devices we can deploy to help protect my purification pump here. When you're ready, start the pump. Goodbye. Well done. Now be a good assistant and find a place to deploy a tower.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Okay.
Exile. Highest friend. The blight is reacting.
Nice to be back. Hey! Blighted map. That's an instant win.
Success. And I couldn't have done it without God. I suppose we're of some help as well. Don't get a big head.
Thanks, Cass. Let's go. No thanks, ritual.
My mana is gone.
Whoa. Special map. Ooh, what a nice little cache. Thank you. It's gonna get fatal at some point. Right, now this boss does poisonous poison, which I think is going to kill us, but not if he dies quickly. Come along, chap. Like that. Not as bad as I thought, but I'm still glad I didn't juice it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Blessings.
Blessings be. Conservatory, crystal ore, more conservatory, and more conservatory. Alabaster palace. Light. The oil. Scab for the collection. Don't really think so.
Blessings. Celerin.
Yeah, let's be bold and do that conservatory. So, palace, conservatory, crystal ore. Oh, actually. Gonna need to remember that I actually put these here, which is unlikely. Still, can I slick these up at all? I don't know that we can. Yeah, let's just use the oils we've got. They're slightly random. And let's juice the heck out of this. We have used an alchemy orb. Cool. Can't see any Ellie reflect. Could varlet. Don't think I'm going to. Right. I guess I better call this video, however, and then we will run the blighted map next time. Good. Yeah. As we work our way towards shaping the mountains. Excellent. That'll do for now. See you in the next one. Until then, cheerio.